Going?
When you're ready.
Okay, we're on. We should be on, yes. On one? No, we're not. No, we're not. What? Hold on a minute. That's okay. 1 2 1 2. Oh, we are. Okay. Okay, Nick. I think we should be live. 5 4 3 2 1 go.
Well, sorry about that. A few gremlins in the system tonight. These things just can't be helped from
everywhere.
time to time, can they? Gremlins and cabbages. Huh?
Yes. Yeah. There's cabbage stuck in the system.
Oh, I don't know. Never mind. Right. Okay. So, as I was saying in my opening notes, which nobody heard, so
No,
I'll
go through them again.
Yeah, recap again. Here you go. Welcome you to Monday night's Tilton Talk show, sponsored by Image Cleaning and in conjunction with Kids Need Both Parents. We go now into the international break, and the Blues finally get that home win we've all been waiting for. Then onto the familiar entrance at the Tilton Road, and a plethora of jokes about cabbages as we're waiting to get in. So down to the front of the steps to meet and greet my brother Pete, his wife Tanya, all the way from New Zealand, and my little sister Pat, who kindly brought them along. You guys can come every week if we win. Rotherham's manager giving the exact welcome we all wanted, and all of their substitutions too. Then rings round the ground, he's Gary Monk, he'll sit where he likes, pure class from the Blues supporters. Just on kick-off, and Tanya said to me, I take it we're the ones playing in blue. Bless her. So on with the game, and a solid start by Blues. 3-goal Duke was a hero of the day, and at the end of the game, 3 fine saves from Camp and 6 minutes of injury time saw Blues take all 3 points. What I did like was the players coming up afterwards and applauding the supporters for such a long time, and of course the Duke with a match ball in his hands. I've seen a picture today of a very black pie, a little bit concerning, and also a cabbage made its way in and somehow got into the ground and made its appearance at the first goal. Well, as always, strap yourself in. We're a little bit late tonight, but we just don't care. We're the Tilton Talk show. We'll do what we want. And get ready for the show. It's what Monday nights are made for.
Was I supposed to play the song over the
No,
background?
not really.
I forgot anyway. So we just
We'll broadcast when we want.
Yeah. So I'll just sing it to you all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, okay, bit of a shaky start to the show tonight, but onwards we go. 3 points in the bag at home, Chris.
Indeed. First time this season. And I think we've said on the show before that it'll probably turn out that way, but we didn't play anywhere near as well as we have done in other games this season.
No, but we
took our chances at the right time.
Yeah, bang on.
Yeah, we got the first goal, and then the second goal came very quickly after that, and it settled us down. It looked a little bit ropey at the back, but thankfully Rotherham didn't have a great deal to hurt us. They tried, and fair play to them for not giving in, and a couple of players nice and neat, but nothing really dangerous in their side. And like I said, when we went 2-0 up, that second goal really it felt such a big goal in the stadium that actually we were all right. Then we could relax, and the 3 points were on their way.
6 minutes of extra time. Where did that come from? There were 6 substitutes. That's 37.
Yeah, there's a couple of injuries.
Minutes, yeah.
Morrison's injury, wasn't it?
I loved what Monkey said about Morrison's injury afterwards. You're not going to write. You're not a proper centre forward unless you get a broken. We'll patch you up and put you back on with a mask on. Love it. That shows the camaraderie that's there in the team at the moment, and how we've progressed from a certain Mr. Cottrell's days when you would have got none of that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay, at the top of the show, ladies and gents, boys and girls, we're going to pay respects to Harry Mosley, who passed away 7 years ago today.
7 years.
7 years. I'm sure you're all aware the HHHO charity, Help Harry, Help Others, with the beads and the bands and the one thing and another, which he so gallantly started off. So respects to Harry, and of course all members of his family today from everybody here at the Tilton Talk show. We've scored 3 goals. I don't know what to say. I'm almost lost.
The goals we scored were pretty good actually. We've scored another goal from a corner. That's 3 goals.
Yes. In
3 games now from set pieces.
5 for the Duke in 2 games.
Yeah. I think the first goal, the header, the keeper's made a little bit of a mess of it. I was surprised to see it end up in the back of the net because. I mean, fair play to Duke. He's got his head on it. He's had to stretch quite a bit to get that back across goal, and it's gone in the near post. The second goal was a beautifully worked goal from Pedersen's pass across the pitch. Adams' little layoff into Hotter, and then Hotter did brilliantly on the right, and I think Adams had a chance, and then Gardner had a chance, and it was blocked. But we had that
goal poachers.
We had that against Ipswich though at the start of the game against Ipswich. The little goal mouth scramble like that, and it didn't go in for us then, and we didn't capitalise on it. But we capitalised on it on Saturday. Duke in the right place to make it 2-0, and then the third goal's it's a peach of a hit, isn't it, from the free kick? So to get his hat trick. So yeah, three decent goals, and it's really good to see Duke getting goals.
Well, as Dennis says, give Beattie some credit for the way Duke is playing. At the moment.
Possibly. Yeah. I'm sure James Beattie will be doing plenty of finishing work with all the strikers, but Duke's been with us a couple of years now. And whatever criticism you want to throw at him for lack of pace or finishing ability in the past, boy does that boy work hard. He really puts a shift in every single game, and he's getting his just rewards. Like you said, 5 goals,
first hat trick in his professional career.
Yeah, 5 in the 2 home games now, 6 in 12 league games.
That's what he wants, that bit of confidence.
Listen, I'm not going to put any. It's not for me to put pressure on him, but if he carries on 1 in 2, then he'll get 25 goals, league goals this season.
Pete Taylor's just said nothing to moan at, no poor defending to moan at, no undoing the team to question, decent manager, taking their chances, pub anybody.
I know, yeah. This will be a half-hour show, yeah.
Please try not to make me laugh too much. My ribs are in absolute disorder tonight, I must admit. Duke is a workhorse, says Robert Doyle as well. Yeah,
do you know what? He's showing an awful lot more to his game now than just, I think it's a little bit disrespectful to just throw the workhorse tag at him and he works ever so hard, because he does. He puts a shift in so much every game, but his hold up play, his link up play I thought Adams' link up play with the midfield and Jukovic was exceptional on Saturday. And I think Jukovic is starting to show that he's not blessed with bags of pace. He's not going to turn defenders inside out, but he has a big role to play in that side, and I'm sure at the moment he's the first name on the team sheet for
absolutely. Yeah, Dave Curry, 3 good goals, and his work rate is first class. And Mark Yates said, "I know someone who knows the Duke personally, and he said he'd never been so low and miserable under Cots, and made him want to fight again."
Yeah,
I think any of us were ever so low, all miserable under Cots.
Well, if that's true, what an indictment on not only Steve Cottrell's management style, but Gary Monk's management style as well.
You can see a completely different team spirit now.
They're just
completely different.
It's a whole. It's not the team that was bullied out of it by Barnsley last season. We were sleepwalking into League One last season. Bullied by a really poor Millwall team at the time.
Nice word today.
Pardon?
That's a nice word today.
What, Millwall?
Yeah.
But and then bullied by Barnsley in a relegation 6-pointer. That was under the previous manager. I think should have a look at this really, but I think Monk's only lost. Am I right in saying he's only lost 1 home game since he come in? We've only lost 1 home game since he came in.
Paul Hipkiss says, "Shame the sound never stopped."
That was last season.
yeah.
That was last season. So we're unbeaten at home this season. If somebody can check that, I think that's right. But it's testament to what Monk and the whole staff have done, and it's testament to the players as well, because they get a hell of a lot of stick, footballers. When things aren't going well, just look at across the expressway. But actually, when things are going well, and the boys are putting a massive shift in, week out, it's pretty much the same 11 week in, week out at the moment. We know we're not blessed with a 30-man squad that will walk the league.
Absolutely.
But the boys who are playing are really showing showing grit and determination and a bit of quality.
I don't think there's anything we
actually.
could have done for their goal. I think they worked it very well.
Yeah, they've worked it well. I think we've just switched off a little bit.
Yeah, but if you also look at Lee Camp's performance and the 3 saves that he pulled off, that one where he tipped over the bar.
Yeah, the first half. I think that was a bit of a camera save. The first one.
You think so?
Yeah.
It was Middlesbrough.
There's just no pleasing you.
Middlesbrough at home. Yeah,
that
was his first one, wasn't it? As well, I think.
Yeah.
First game.
As Paul said, he done the players 24.
Yeah, that's it. And even that was only a 1-0
Yeah.
against the side that got to the playoffs that year. So
Steve Tarbuck says, Mr. Fun saw you at the end of the game in the Tilton, and you could have smiled. We won a game at home. Smile.
Oh no,
he doesn't smile. This
very
is his
rare.
trait. This is him. This is the man
Very
himself.
rare.
Nice to meet you as well before the game.
Yeah.
Very nice man you are actually in real life.
Wow. What can I say? Yeah. I met a couple of people as well. A couple of people stopped and said hello.
Yes,
I didn't get their names, but
Yeah.
if you're listening, it was
think
good,
it was,
good to
Steve-
chat. Oh, we saw Steve,
Portman,
saw Steve Portman.
Adrian Howell,
Yeah,
Tracy and her husband.
I
saw
can't
them.
remember. I saw a couple of
Ray
others around me.
Christina, and a very happy birthday to Christina on Saturday. They were just saying how they were going on holiday again in a few weeks' time. Yeah,
it's
lovely.
nice for them, yeah.
Oh golly, I saw quite a few.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was nice.
You know, it's nice to be people to chat to people in and around the ground. It's good.
Jazz McDonald said, "Can we make the playoffs, or is it just too much to ask?" Jazz, I think what we've got to wait for now is this decision by the EFL.
Let's just enjoy what we're doing at the moment.
We've got 2 weeks off now.
You know,
Stoke up next, I think, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep, Stoke up away next.
after the international break. Thank you, sir.
And comes the water.
Thank you.
just purely for the vocal cords, of course.
That's right.
So Stoke City up next. Now we could go there and do a job. I believe it.
Yeah, it'll be difficult. I think they've picked up 7 points out of 9, 2 consecutive clean sheets. They've got a ridiculously good squad there. You know, they've had a terrible start to the season. Fans not necessarily very happy with their current manager, but they've had a little turn. A couple of good results before. I'm sure a bit like us, really. They'd have wanted the games to keep coming rather than have an international break.
Interesting question here from Tony Grogan. Does FFP continue into the Premier League if you get promoted?
Who cares? You get 150 million quid.
Yes,
There's
so
no
that
way you're
probably-
getting
that
anywhere
probably-
near FFP problems in
That
the
probably
Premier
writes
League.
it off, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Can you see us getting points deducted?
If they're serious
talking-
about it, there's nothing we can do because the books,
But then the bit that- I was
the
thinking-
numbers speak for themselves.
Yes, absolutely,
If
yeah.
we've broken FFP rules
Yeah.
and we still went and signed Pedersen when we knew we were in
But
trouble.
then the EFL registered him. That's the bit that I don't get. I don't understand it all.
But-
It's probably just because I don't understand how it all works.
Yeah, but-
likes.
But at the end of the day, if they want to dock points, then they will.
Yeah.
And that's out of our control completely. It's out of the fans' control. It's out of the control of Monk and the players. All we could do is keep going game by game. If we're docked points, we're docked points,
Absolutely.
and we see what happens.
Keep
then.
our heads out high.
But if we are docked points, then good luck to half the league next season.
Ray says, yes, FFP continues in the Premier League, and if relegated from the Premier League.
Yeah. But the moment you get promoted to the Premier League, you're getting 150 million quid.
Isn't it a shame, though, that we've still got like that hanging over our heads, and yet, on the pitch, everybody seems to be turning that corner.
But that's the point. There's no point dwelling on it
No.
at the moment. It's completely out of our control. I don't think anybody except half a dozen people at the EFL know exactly what they're planning on throwing at us. There's stories in newspapers left, right, and centre, but how anybody really knows is beyond me.
Let's be honest, this is a really nice distraction.
Well, but it's so unprecedented,
Yeah.
the situation, that there's almost no point dwelling on it or discussing it because we're not.
I know what you're
We're
saying.
nowhere near intelligent enough to work out what they're going to do to us and things like that. So,
I think
give us a
I
detailed
think-
breakdown
All
then.
of us here.
Well, I think what we've got to do is take that win on Saturday, enjoy the moment. 2 weeks off now.
We've got
Let's
14
prepare for
points
Stoke.
now.
Yep.
Exactly. We're in that. We've got ourselves from bottom 3 we're in that pack of
Yes.
a
And there's
ridiculous
two or three
pack of
points?
about 16 teams,
2 or 3
where
points,
there's about
isn't there?
5 points
Yeah.
between them.
Ridiculous.
So we're in that pack now. 3 defeats and we're looking over our shoulder again. Another 3 unbeaten, and who knows where we'll be come November. But at the moment, like you say, we're 8 unbeaten. We've had a really good confidence boosting win at home against, albeit some people might throw it, it's only Rotherham at us, but Rotherham have beat Derby at home this season. They got a point at Stoke.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course
they got a point against Stoke. So that this is a league where teams pick up. B6 have just played 2 teams in the bottom 3 and didn't beat either of them. So
yes. And of course we played most of the top 7, haven't we? I think, if not all
and we've only lost to Middlesbrough, I think. So, let's just see where we are. We got after the international break, we got 3 games in 7 days again.
Right.
So let's see where we are after that 3 days.
Robert Dawes asked what league position were we in this time last season. I don't know. If anybody could research that for us and let us know.
Well,
that would be quite.
What are we now? October. I think Cottrell had probably just come in, hadn't he? This time last season.
Don't know.
So we would have been relatively close to the bottom, I think.
Yeah, but it would be interesting if anybody out there could just Google it for us, because we don't get time here, unfortunately. Any news from the ladies' camp this week, mister?
No, they've been on international break. England beat Brazil 1-0 on Saturday, and then they've got another friendly. That was in a friendly, a World Cup warm-up friendly for next year. They got another friendly against Australia, who are a decent side. I think on Tuesday. That's at Craven Cottage. And then we return to action next Sunday away at Bristol, which I'll be going to.
Okay, dokie. And that's at sorry, yours. I hear on the news.
That's away at
Mark
Bristol.
Yates has
that
been
one.
sacked tonight.
Oh, at Macclesfield. Yeah.
So that's another managerial.
Also, talking of the Moors, I think I'm right in saying I read somewhere, if anybody's after a football fix on Saturday, I think it's free to enter.
What for?
Solihull Moors.
For who?
No, for the Solihull Moors men's game.
Okay, cool.
On Saturday.
Free to enter to who?
Anybody.
Everybody.
I think I'm right in saying.
Pete Taylor's asking us what's happened to Ellen White.
Ellen White has a back injury.
Ouch. I can relate to that.
She's been out for the last 3 or 4 games. There's been no time scale on her return. She wasn't called up for the England squad. It's difficult to say, listening to things in and out of the squad. It's it never seems very serious, but you never know with back injuries. You don't want to rush her back and then she's out for 6 months or something. So I think she'll be closely monitored and get her back gradually, and hopefully she'll be back before too long.
Dave Pugh says get Monk to go and urinate in all 4 corners of the ground, and we should get away with it just a fine. It worked for Barry Fry. I take it you know that man.
I do know that man. Yeah.
Just to explain, the person with this week's TV rights, Mark Womwell, he's actually in there because he said something I told him not to say, but it was just so funny.
Right. Okay.
I had to put it in there.
Was it the captain
yes,
of a current West Ham United?
Yeah. It was just funny. It was just funny, so I put him in there.
Robert Dawes asking any news on Dogger and Vassal. No, nothing specific.
Dogger?
Digger. I know, it just says there, Dogger, look, honestly. Oh, no, it doesn't. All right, I'll tell you what.
It's you, that is.
It is me.
Get those glasses on.
I'll put my glasses on. Awfully sorry, everybody. Digger, do beg your pardon. Dogger, that was Collymore, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That was on the shipping forecast, isn't it, Dogger?
It wasn't doggy.
Do not make me laugh today. Don't make me laugh.
Yeah. No is the answer. Davis is very vocal on Twitter, isn't he?
Yes, praising everybody.
Absolutely. It shows the unity in the squad. I think they both went to a kid's house, didn't they, to give a shirt.
Sorry for the Freudian slip. Okay, it's made you laugh, so good for that. But sorry, it wasn't my fault.
Listen, the sooner the better.
Oh dear.
The sooner the better that they're back in and around the squad. But look, 8 unbeaten and we haven't had them, so
they're off. They're going to go. Bless them. Vasal's going to be still a while. He's they've got to ease him back in really, really.
Yeah,
I would have thought.
especially considering they brought him back and he had a setback. So he's obviously prone to that, and so you don't want him. You don't want him rushed back, definitely not.
No. And Joe, thanks for this. Joe Burnett says we were 21st at the end of October 2017.
There you go then.
21st, and we're now is it 17th?
17th? Yes, I think so. Yeah.
17, 18.
Is Nick knock?
But I bet we've got more. I bet we got more points than we did on October the 2017th last year.
Probably.
Right. Okay. I've seen a few comments.
You're not going to leave this down, are you?
No, certainly. Seen a few comments regarding K2 and the security arrangements at Blues. Now, as I said, I was with my brother, who's a couple of years younger than me, my sister, and my brother's wife. And coming from New Zealand, had never been to a football game before in her life. She did actually ask if we were the team in blue, which was quite funny. She was wrapped up with
Simple mistake to mine, yeah.
Loads of scarves on.
Yeah. I don't blame it. It was cold.
Southerners, bunch of puffs.
No, it was cold. It was cold.
And please don't stop it, all of you. And she got quite concerned actually when the security guys came out, and there was quite a large police presence assembled down in the Tilton stand corner. And I kept saying, there's nothing to worry about, it's normal, so, but she's they're going to expect trouble, and it's terrible that's the perception that it's got, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
in a way, but an international traveller coming to a very first game.
But what would she have done in the 70s if she came and saw what went on in the 70s and 80s?
Things have moved on from them. We've got seats and electric and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but...
Oh dear, dog was sponsored by Pocket.
Adam. Should we ban Adam?
Oh, Adam?
I think we should ban him.
What's he said?
Dogger, Vaseline and Lube.
Jack and Dogger, we've had it. It's all coming in.
Yeah, no, God,
it's
too early.
It's too early, yeah.
You wait.
Yeah. So, like... it's a bit of a shame that English football's kind of got that reputation still.
I don't think it has.
I mean, we were playing Rotherham.
I don't think it has got that reputation.
I don't think there was any need for half of those K2 security people to be.
Listen, don't get me started on the funding and allocations of resources around football fans. All we hear. Don't want to get political, but all I hear every week from police is we've got no money. There's cuts here, cuts there, cuts left, right, and centre. And the amount of police that turn up at St Andrews every week, maybe consider allocating your what funds you do have a little bit better.
Yeah.
Stop being nonsensical towards football fans, and you might find you've got a bit more money elsewhere to use.
We met up down in some foreign part of the country yesterday for a bit of a family get-together, and the subject came round. She said I was outside, and she said, and there was like every 10 yards there was police van. I said, you want to see it on Villa Day? I said, they're armed up.
You go to the guys who are going to go to Stoke in 2 weeks' time. How many police do you think are going to be at Stoke in 2 weeks' time? Local derby, Stoke away. How many police do you think are going to be there?
That's going to be absolutely loaded.
How much do you think frightening to think of the cost of policing, which the clubs and they get away with it because the clubs are pay for it. So the clubs pay for the policing.
Yeah.
And actually, if you cut that ridiculously, which you could do, like you said, Rotherham at home, they bought like 12 fans. What on earth are there?
Well, I'd say there was
stacks of police there.
Perhaps.
Oh, if that.
Do you think 700, maybe? No,
I wouldn't have said it was that many.
If anybody has the stats for the away supporters on Saturday, please let us know. And yeah,
but it's a bugbear of mine.
Overkill, completely.
It's ridiculous. I've said before. We've discussed QPR away and things like that. Football supporters are still classed as the most vile scum on earth.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I'm trying to find a picture of that pie.
Yeah, if you could. Yeah. I don't know whether you've seen it, have you?
I have not.
It's just black on the bottom. It was completely black.
That's well done. This is not raw.
What's bad?
Oh, dear me, dear me, dear me. Bingo, Mr. Fun, we pay for it, says Alan Minute.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I suppose. Well, the club obviously pays for it, but
where did the club get the money from?
Oh, yes,
from us for everything we put in.
But
So.
I still don't think you can moan at 20 quid for a ticket to go to a championship game.
No, certainly not. And I think it's tenner for Reading on next Tuesday. I think it is, brilliant. Which is fantastic. So hopefully there'll be a big crowd there. But
no, it won't be next Tuesday, will it? After the
after the Stoke game,
yeah.
2 weeks tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
But that's just my feelings on it. It's a ridiculous amount of stewarding and police.
£7.95 from Rotherham. Thanks, Kev Kelly.
God. Are they all in the bar?
That many, really?
Doesn't look that many from where I was sat.
No. I don't know. Non-existent ball boys is a
well said, Maureen. I was screaming this. So it was 0-0, like after 15 minutes, and the ball goes out. It's just sat there on the side of the pitch.
So is that why we had 6 minutes?
There was
in the second
3
half?
ball boys behind the Tilton, and none on the whole of the cop.
I saw
half.
One on the cop.
It was on the Gilmerick side though. There wasn't one from the halfway line to the Tilton. Really? There wasn't one ball boy on the cop side, and the ball kept going over there. And the Rotherham had a free kick, and the lino just left it. It was right by his foot, and he just left it. I thought, it was getting on my nerves because you want the game to keep going, you want the game flowing, especially when you want to get that early goal and keep things going. It was breaking play up quite a lot.
Yeah. Sorry, that's why I'm just still chuckling about the dogger.
Oh.
And can somebody send me a picture of the pie, please? Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yep. Now, all you got to do is share this stream on your personal Facebook page to be in the competition next week. And my sister said thank you very much for her goodies. She finally got them on Sunday.
12 months later.
I took them down to her on Sunday.
Did you?
Yeah. Absolutely thrilled on over the moon that it was signed by Paul Devlin.
Yeah.
Little did you know that Chris Pugh really signed it with his name.
Not without being paid, I wouldn't.
No. You'd want rights, wouldn't you?
We've got 2 winners to announce from our 3-word review as well.
Off you go then.
Winner number 1, David Kelly.
Oh.
And winner number 2.
And the 3-word review was...
I was going to say, what was the review?
Stand and Delivered, I believe it was.
Stand and Deliver.
Oh, okay.
And another one was a lady by the name of Sylvia McAndrew.
Right, okay.
Don't ask me because I've forgotten.
Sylvia
I did all the
McAndrew.
research.
Huh?
I did all the research. You sent it me, actually.
You want me to research it, yeah? I could research it because I sent it to you earlier. But I can't find where I sent it to you from.
I'll get it up in 2 seconds.
No problem. Saturday, was it Saturday or Friday? I can't remember. Each and every single Armistice Day on Remembrance Sunday, I stand toe-to-toe with a Villa supporter. Right, and we have that moment of respect together, and we shake hands and we go our separate ways. Now, he was chatting to me on, I think it was Saturday morning, and he wrote, comedy gold down there at the minute, mate. I said, you know what, you've just messed your own club up for a very, very long time. I honestly can't see any way out of this now. He said, mate, a lot of our fans are total weapons. I'm sure they only go down to moan. I was talking to a friend last Sunday, and he agrees. And he went on and on and on, and I did say that if they didn't make... a crucial decision on who they employ now as manager, they are messed. They are absolutely messed if they don't get promoted. And I just
if they don't get promoted, they're in trouble.
Oh yeah, can't wait.
But the reality is, everybody is 4 points off third. So
that's the reality.
I wouldn't. Yeah. And the reality is, they've got very good attacking players. The reality is also that they've got one centre half, and they struggle defensively, but. I wouldn't say they're in a world of bother at the moment.
No, but it's looking good. Kev Crane,
when you keep losing points and you're going 1-0 up at Millwall and losing, then that certainly doesn't help.
Kev Cody said clubs have to declare the ball boy system, i.e. single ball or multi-ball, and can't change it during the game.
No, yeah,
Never
yeah.
heard of single ball boy.
Well, there was only the one ball in play,
Yeah.
but there was no ball boy from the cop, from the halfway line to the Tilton, and the ball kept stopping over there.
Yeah, Kev French, if we can only sign one player in January, where would you strengthen?
Oh,
I'd
still go.
We've got a good back four. At the minute.
Yeah, I'd still go ball playing midfielder.
Ball playing midfielder. There you go, Kevin.
I don't know who, because I don't know what our restrictions are.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Yeah,
the winning 3-word review from Sylvie McAndrew was the match ball.
Yeah.
The match ball.
So
Yeah.
thinking.
There we go. Yes, I remember writing to you earlier now.
Hold on. No,
Going back to
the
dogging,
picture.
can we sack K2 and get K9? Very, very, very smart, Mr. Taylor. Very smart, Mr. Taylor.
Well done.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I don't really care a flying hoot about them across the road.
Yeah.
But obviously it's football, so you have to be acutely aware of what isn't going on.
Yeah, especially when they're in the same division. You want to know people's thoughts on what's going on. Yeah.
Right, okay, Piegate, going back to Piegate, service at half time for pie or beer is shocking, Colin BCFC. And also somebody said, why does somebody have to serve you the pie and then somebody have to take the money? Two different people.
Oh,
Don't know.
well, we've got an expert with us. I'm sure he'll be able to tell us why.
What?
Somebody was taking the money, somebody was serving the pies. So we got two people doing one job.
Well, yeah, that's.
What, no one's put the sauce on?
But that's just somebody. That's
poker.
But it's saving time. Someone takes. Well, it's, in theory, as long as the person who's taking the money knows what the hell they're doing, then in theory it should save time, because they put the order through the till, they take the money, and then one person goes and gets the food, and it's all supposed to go quicker.
Anybody have any issues with fast pay over the weekend? Please let us know.
The fast pay queue was empty when I got there, about half hour before kick off, and the fast pay queue was empty.
I can't see it continuing for another 12 months.
But
to be fair.
the it's empty. The queue's empty. So if you've got your card loaded, then you're the first person in the queue. There's queues for all the cash users, and the fast pay queue is empty.
Apparently,
my sister said it's
it's a health and safety
food
thing.
hygiene.
You can't handle money and food.
Can't handle money and food.
Nonsense.
Never used to do that in the 70s.
When I was in
Nonsense.
Geneva, when I was in Geneva, it was the same then. You didn't give the staff the money. You had to whatever it was. You had to put it into like one of these counting machine things at restaurants and places like that. You know? Anyway, I'm
not sure BCFC catering adheres to the same regulations as Geneva.
Anyway, our backroom staff have been working frantically to get a pie picture, and so I should have that up in 2 minutes because I've got it now.
Wonderful, excellent. It really was a shocker.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'm going to let everybody else have a look at it in a second.
Thanks ever so much for that, Adam. Oh dear, this is going to promote some thoughts, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'll put it up in a second.
Right, fast pay. Anybody, people dogging the queue instead? Oh, that's going to continue.
For goodness sake,
Steve
children.
Smith, that is. They'll soon make it all contactless, says Jez. Oh, but if they're paying with...
Do it then. If that's what the plan is, do it. Get on with it.
If they're paying with fast pay, then surely there's no money to handle, I suppose that's what...
Yeah, exactly. You tap your card and... But that should make it even quicker.
Yeah.
So
There you go.
What do you want? A balti pie. Okay, one person presses balti pie on the till, presses card, you tap your fast pay card. In all that time, somebody's gone to get your balti pie and you're done.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Yeah, there we go. There we have Piegate.
That's disgusting.
Look at the
That's
state
a stunner.
of
Is
that.
that real?
I mean, how long's that been on the stove for to get it as black as that?
Yeah, someone's forgot about that one.
Stove?
Stove? You remember what those are, Chris?
It's an oven-based system.
All right. Yeah, I remember it.
Used throughout the years, I'm sure.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
disgusting.
Ray says fast pay
isn't it?
queue empty on Saturday, but cash queue was
Yeah,
at the door.
exactly. So load your cards. If you're worried, if you're moaning about if you're moaning about the amount of time it's taking you to get a beer, if you're using cash, you've got no bloody excuse.
Oof.
There you
Harsh
go.
words from him. Harsh words.
Strong.
No.
He swore. He said the
Load your
word.
fast pay card and you can get your beer as quick as anything.
Daniel O'Sullivan said that's my ex-wife's cooking. Looks like Mr. Fon's had a nibble out of it.
It is disgusting.
Please.
Can't tell what type of pie it is.
It's made me
Kev
want
Kelly
to
has
go
that
to
been
the
sent to the
toilet.
pub. I don't know Kev, to be fair, and I don't even know whose it was. Whose was it? Do you know?
No idea.
No, he's
He's gone.
He's done a run out. Okay, fast pay is a joke. Get rid from Mark Andrews. Adams. Basically.
Mark Adams, have you used it? Have you topped your card up and tried to use it, Mark?
I haven't got a card. I won't do it anyway. So they don't want me cash. They don't get any money.
But they do want your cash.
Yeah, well,
and they're offering you a better way in which they can have your cash.
But it hasn't been better.
But if the fast pay queue is empty, then surely there's something wrong, because people they're offering you this system in which that you can speed up getting your food or drink, and nobody's using it by the looks.
Yeah, Dave Twine got me. Why not buy a machine to issue the food? A bloke behind it can top up though through a hatch to the back of the machine. Well, there is that. I suppose you could do thousands of things. Paul Gill got a pie pub in the van at the back of Tilton, paid cash and grabbed a beer at the roaming cellar, bottom of the steps, all done in a minute.
There you go then.
Can be done, can't it? Yeah, but that wasn't using fast pay. That was like...
Okay, we're going to chat with Matty in a couple of minutes, okay?
Yeah. All I'm saying is the fast pay queue when I got there was empty, and there was a queue for the other cash
My
till.
sister's just said fast pay is brilliant.
No.
Form an orderly queue.
Okay.
No, that's the point. There isn't one. You don't need to form an orderly queue if you get fast pay. I'm going to do it Saturday.
Aye.
Do it.
Dean Williams says, "Calm down and get the beers in, Mr. Fun."
And I'll get them in using the fast pay queue.
Do you use it yourself?
I haven't used it.
Right.
No, but
so you really
if
don't know
that
how
queue is
bad
empty,
it is.
if that queue is empty,
But the queue is empty for a reason, right? Because it has
because
been
nobody's
bothered to top up
because
anymore.
probably because shows like us and other blues fans go, oh, what a ridiculous thing. Because on the first day that it was there, it didn't go exactly to plan, so people have written it off straight away. Whereas actually, the teething problems might have gone away, and nobody's using the queue at the moment. So go fill your boots, get your beers in using the fast pay queue, top up your card. Easy peasy.
While we're talking about pies, apparently Nottingham Forest fans were charged £6.40 for cheesy chips in a tray.
£6.40.
It's a lot.
Chips.
Cheesy chips.
It's a lot, that is.
They're
It
paid in
is a lot.
Stoke.
I've got the picture of it here. It's disgusting.
We'll put it on. Load it up.
Oh well, I'll get it up.
Load it up. Forest's chips and yeah, right, okay. Whoopie doo. Right, okay. Let's go back to the game. Hotter was immense on Saturday.
Hotter is immense.
He's brilliant.
Hotter is a player. I mean, he got some stick last season, but he is a player that makes things happen. And you can tell someone's a good player when you know exactly what he's going to do. I can tell the left back exactly what Hotter's going to do. When you see him running, and you know whether he's going to go in. He can go inside or out, but he doesn't even like try and hide what he's going to do. It's very obvious that he's going to come in when he's going to come inside and when he's going to go outside, and the left back still can't do anything about it. And I think at one stage, Rotherham were having three on him towards the end of that half. So towards at points in that second half. Sorry, when we were attacking the Tilton, and he's fantastic, and he's someone who you can get the ball to. It's joyous to have a player like that. You just get the ball and get it out wide to him, and he will cause problems.
Hotter is getting hotter from Brett Stanley, and
he's linked up with Colin as well. He was there.
They
were there together at Brentford, and Colin is.
Are you for real?
£6.40.
Delicious.
£6, isn't it appetizing?
2 scabby pieces of cheese.
I'm looking
Processed
at
cheese.
that now.
Processed cheese.
McDonald's cheese.
Vile.
Cheesy chips.
That's astonishing.
That can't be real. That can't be real.
But he parted with £6.40 for that.
I know.
Well, he
Just
probably
said
was
stuff
expecting
it.
something.
You wouldn't have got you wouldn't have paid £6.40 for cheesy chips anyway. But when it come like that, I don't. Oh, it wouldn't have stayed in that tray. It'd have gone straight back where it came from.
Anyway, disgusting.
Yeah, anyway, back to it. You can't win. Fans moaning it takes too long to get served. You introduce a quicker, fast pay alternative and then say you can't be bothered to top up their card.
Well
Grip
said, James Brown.
What?
Comment of the night.
for you.
You got a
Yeah.
clue?
Yeah.
I've missed
He's
it.
right. He's bang on.
He said what?
You can't sit there and say the system's a joke. They're so slow. It takes half hour to get served. Oh, have you used the fast play system? No, it's rubbish. I'll just use coins. No. Think about it.
So, can I ask you then, are you going to introduce fast pay into your life?
Yeah, I
You
will.
are.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
will.
I'm going to top my card up and I'm going to use
You've
fast
got a
pay
card.
from now on.
You got a card?
Well, yeah, I'm.
Said that like
I
he's a long
believe.
lost girlfriend.
I believe that you can. It's on your season ticket,
Uh-huh.
and I have a season ticket. So
Right. Okay.
there you go. I have nailed my colours directly onto the fast pay.
Right, and then at the Reading game
Yeah.
on Tuesday, I want you to go along to use your fast pay card
Yeah.
and then come back and
I
give us
will.
all
Do you know what?
an honest
I'll
evaluation.
live stream. I'll Facebook Live it.
Okay.
I will Facebook Live my experience of using Fastpaw.
Yeah.
How about that?
International break. Who are we playing? Because
I love the international
I've
break.
got a clue.
We are away to Croatia on Friday night. World Cup finalists, Croatia.
Yeah.
And then we are away to Spain on Monday night. Both UEFA Nations League games. As Spain have beaten both us and Croatia already, it looks like Spain will win the group. Which means
Oh, is
it's
this a
a,
silly European competition?
yeah,
right.
it's not silly.
All right.
So it's a direct shootout, really, between us and Croatia, to see who stays in Tier A and who goes down to Tier B.
Right. Okay.
So Friday night, it's actually quite an important game, considering Mr. Southgate has signed a new contract until 2022. Let's see what happens on Friday night. Oh,
So from your point of view, what do you think the score will be?
I think based on the facts, Spain have played very well and beaten both us and Croatia. I think a draw away at Croatia would be a good result.
Right.
And then beat them when they come here, and we stay in Tier A then.
Okay. Mr. Fun will be on next week with his tail in between his legs after trying to use fast pay.
Not next week.
No, it'll be the week after.
Yeah.
So the choice is Spain friendly or Tilton Talk Show. What are you choosing?
It's not a friendly. It's a UEFA Nations League group match.
It's a friendly.
There's no such
Ray-
thing as friendlies.
Ray has asked you a question. So the
Yeah.
choice is Spain
Yeah.
friendly or the Tilton Talk Show.
I don't
What are you
understand
choosing?
the question because there's no such thing as a friendly.
Well, isn't that game played on Monday night?
I believe it is.
Right. So it's either you're going to watch that game.
Why don't we do a Tilton Talk special?
I knew that was coming.
For the England game.
absolutely knew that was coming.
The similar style to the old Brentford away, where we watched the England-Spain game.
Could we do it?
I'm going to chat to Matty now.
He's
okay?
going to chat to their
Yeah.
people, and their people are going to talk.
Okay.
About
No,
it.
Matty, I'm going to chat
Yes,
to
I know,
Matty.
but we were on a
Oh,
different
yeah, we
subject.
will, definitely.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, but-
So the Tilton Talk Show will have the Brentford-esque format, 3 15-minute shows, one before, one mid, one after, and we'll be able to sit and be thrilled by international football whilst we sit here contemplating what we say next.
Yeah.
Before we speak to Matty,
Yeah.
can I just read out one comment
Go on then.
from Terry Dempsey? I topped up £100 on the FastPay card. Easy to do, took 5 minutes and didn't have to wait in any lines, so it's a very good idea.
Okay. Works for some, it hasn't worked for
Thank you,
others.
Terry.
Fantastic.
Matty,
So online we've got Matty from BHST. How are you going, mate?
How are you, lads? You okay?
Yeah, good. Yeah, good. I just turned you down a bit.
Good.
Yeah. So you've had a busy couple of weeks, haven't you?
Just a bit, yeah, and all thanks to you lot as well.
Well, we try our best, mate.
It's unbelievable.
Okie doke. I've got a bit of feedback on
Yeah,
that.
got a lot of feedback. You've got the show on in the background. Yeah.
What's the plan at the minute then, Matty? What's the next plan?
Yeah, I'm just going to move you over. I might have lost you. Are you still there, Matty?
Yeah, yes, I'm still here.
Oh, right, okay. Nick's just said, what's the next plan then?
Well, we had out tomorrow night helping the homeless.
Yeah.
Then obviously every Tuesday we're still out there helping, but obviously if people can all help us, and we appreciate it.
Okay, so what sort of stuff are you looking for? Same.
At the top, well, it's time of year, like winter, like sleeping bags, thick coats, socks, pants, toiletries, anything.
Okay, really, because it's starting to get a bit nippy now as well, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Okay, and it's toiletries, socks and stuff like that, and joggers.
Yeah.
Coats,
anything.
Jumpers.
Yeah, jumpers. Anything like winter clothing, to be honest.
Brilliant stuff.
And how do we get that to you, Matty?
So how do we get that to you? Is it the same way the Connie Club? They're
the Connie Club, or we've got like a Facebook page helping Birmingham Homeless Sport Team on Twitter, which is at BHST Birmingham.
Right.
Anything like that, just contact us and we'll get back to you as soon as we can.
Fantastic. And I believe your mate's got a big training thing coming up soon. Any big fight, is it? Or
badminton? Yeah, he's working hard. He's this Sunday. He's doing some competition, and he's been working really hard.
Right, because it's not boxing, is it? Is it weightlifting?
No, I think he's got some UK championship weightlifting or something like that.
Ah, right, okay.
But he's been working hard.
And you're getting a bit too old for that now.
Say it again.
And you're getting a bit too old for that now.
Nah, he'll be doing that when he's 80.
All right then, good stuff, Matty. Keep up the good work anyway.
Big thanks to Tilton Talk showing Accessible Blues.
No worries.
For raising that £266 the other way.
266,
really appreciate it. Like, God bless you all.
Nice one. Cheers, Matty.
All right, keep up the good work, buddy.
Speak to you soon.
Yeah, and keep right on.
You too, mate. You too.
Ta-ra.
Nice boy. Nice lad. Paul Gill wants to know if we can talk through each half and cut to the adverts at half time.
That's disrespectful, Paul. That's very disrespectful. I'm not happy with that, Paul. Need a bit more respect for the Nations League, I think, in here.
The Nations League have got a lot to prove to me personally, though, before I think about going back and following it again.
It's competition. It's competition, whereas otherwise we'd have been playing a meaningless friendly, which people would have called it a meaningless friendly, and nobody would have given a damn. Yeah. Whereas actually now it's competition. It's competitive matches. You want to stay in the top tier and play the better teams. If you're relegated to tier B, you're playing teams and you're not gonna feel the benefit of it. So
right. Going back to fast pay, lovely earmuffs. Thanks, Kev. Mr. Fun, I think this is a perfect opportunity for you to promote fast pay next home game, and a quick video or picture of yourself using the card, shaking the hand of the person serving you, holding a burnt chicken, balti pie. It could be a new slot on its fast pay selfie. Best picture wins a prize. What do you think, Chris?
I'll do it. I will Facebook Live my experience of using fast pay.
And where are you going to go to use it?
Whichever bar's closest to the one in the corner of the Tilton and the Cup.
Top corner, Tilton Cup.
Yeah.
Okey-dokey.
That's where my season ticket is.
All right. Mm-hmm.
Block 16.
2 draws this week, apparently, we've got, Mrs. Brown.
No, we've got one draw. We did draw during the week, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
Who won that one?
You ask me lots of questions that I don't know, don't you?
Well, it was Jeremy and Brenda. Jeremy and Brenda.
Of course.
Yes,
Jeremy and Brenda.
Jeremy and Brenda won the signed Tilton Talk shirt, also signed by Paul Devlin, I believe, was it?
It was the full squad, wasn't it?
Yeah, the full squad.
Yeah.
And has that been delivered yet, do you know, mister?
They are going to come in, and we're going to do another presentation as far as I know.
Wonderful,
But
wonderful,
we've got to work
wonderful.
it round an operation that Brenda's having. So, but it will be.
Ray's asking me what tier Panama are in. There's only me that can pull Panama out 3 times in 3 different draws for the World Cup finals. Good stuff. So how do you think we're going to get on? Friday. Let's go Friday first.
It's difficult. You know, we played them in the World Cup semi-final. It was a draw over 90 minutes. Yeah, obviously they went through to the final and lost to France. They got battered by Spain. I think it was 6-0 in Spain in their first Nations League game. So yeah, they'll be in exactly the same boat as us. They'll be thinking if we can better our result against England, you know, and obviously they'll need to beat us at some point because their goal difference is drastically lower than ours after being beat 6-0. So they'll look at the game on Friday thinking that they've got to win it. So I think if we can go there and get a draw, and then it'll be down to the game against them at Wembley.
Right, okay. Fast pay man versus food. England to win 1-0 and Doy to get the winner from Adam Wilkes.
That's not physically possible.
Not really. Benji Smith. Jeremy's coming on. Yes, come on, you Blues. Yeah, I heard him singing it all the way down by bar 8.
Yeah,
Saturday. It's great.
This is called Fast Note.
Fast Note.
Right. Okay. Coming up very shortly.
You're going to be speaking to a chap.
I'm going to be speaking to a chap. And I don't know his name yet. But he's going to be doing a skydive for Paul Devlin's daughter, a fundraising skydive. Now, what we want to do is obviously ask you wonderful people out there to donate as much as you possibly can. And I know you've all got wonderfully giving hands, so to speak, and never cease to shy away from things that have got needs out there. So this will be a skydiving event coming up for Annie Devlin, and the gentleman will be on shortly. Does Mr. Fon think Hotter would be okay on an international game? David Twine.
Well, he's got a hell of a lot.
Is he Portuguese?
Yeah, Spanish, I think. Yeah, so he's got a hell of a lot of people to displace. But he's a typical Spanish player. You know, so comfortable on the ball. You know, technically gifted, very good feet. So yeah, I mean, I don't see why not. I don't see why he wouldn't fit into the Spanish way of playing. Definitely.
Yeah, you can see him.
But I don't think he's getting in their squad anytime.
You can see he's improved though, certainly over the last 8.
It's just confidence. You mentioned under Cottrell and under Monk. It's pure confidence.
Dennis is asking, can you do the skydive as well, but with no parachute? Don't you just love these people?
No, not really. No.
Am I on headphones or?
Headphones, yes, please.
Right, okay, thank you. Going back to my earmuffs again.
Okay.
How you doing?
Should be on. You should be on.
Can't hear a lot.
Okay.
That's better. It's plugged in now. There we go. Another technical problem solved. This is brilliant, isn't it? Good evening.
Can you hear him? Plug him in. Push him in a bit more.
Hello.
There we go.
I'm here.
Got you.
How you doing, chaps?
Yeah, all good, thanks. And your name is?
Good. Ad Weaver, or Adam Weaver.
Okay, Adam. Tell us what you're going to be doing, bud.
Basically, my daughter plays football with Paul on a Saturday.
Yeah.
And I've obviously followed him on Facebook. I know his daughter's not very well. So I've spoke to him, and I'm organising a charity skydive. I've done 17 jumps. I'm in the Royal Air Force Reserve, so I've already done a few jumps. So
right.
It's wrong of me to ask for obviously sponsorship. So I'm going to organise for 60 individuals to all basically get the sponsorship money, try and raise loads and loads of money for Annie, and then do a big mass skydive probably April, May next year.
What, all 60
so
of you?
There's plenty of time to obviously sit,
all 60 of you
together.
Is that 60 of you doing a skydive?
Well, I've got 60 spaces.
60 spaces.
Only to be fair, it's quite young at the minute. I've only been sort of organising the last couple of weeks. So I've got 3 or 4 people that are good to go. But yeah, if you just Facebook, Skydive for Annie. You'll find all the information on there.
There you go. That's Skydive for Annie. Skydive for Annie.
Yeah.
Go onto that Facebook
Skydive
page.
for Annie. Yeah.
You're very welcome to put yourself forward. I don't think I'm a broken person myself, to be perfectly honest with you. A broken person in many areas of my aging body. So I don't think I'll be able to do it. But we might have a candidate in the studio that might like to do it.
Yeah, there you go.
Chris.
All the information's on there. It's 5 really, really easy steps to get going.
Uh-huh.
Again, it's all on the Facebook page. There is a website linked to it as well.
Here we go.
You
Adam
can download
Wilkes.
all the sponsor forms and stuff from there. So
Adam Wilkes already. I'll do it.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, it's all coming
There
in
you
from
go.
all the places.
Brilliant.
Right, so
Brilliant.
yeah, good crew. This
again, the
one,
more
aren't we?
people we get, the more money we raise for a true blues legend's daughter. So
Absolutely.
Definitely.
Dennis, Mr. Fun will do it. He's got experience of jumping off things.
Yeah, it didn't go well, that one.
we've got to do it sober, I'm afraid.
Dennis has already suggested that Chris do it without a parachute. Right, Jez McDonald, give Mr. Fun 20 quid to do it. It's gonna, you know what's going to happen here, don't you?
You won't do it. You won't do it.
He would. I think he would. You know.
I don't think I will.
Nah,
I can't.
it's a step too far for him, I think.
A step too far.
Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, I've got
Carl
responsibility.
Hillis, I'll gladly give 20 quid. So the money's coming in already.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
That's
What I'll
that's
try and
for
do, I'll
Chris
try
to-
and touch base with Paul and try and get that Just Giving page shared a bit more.
Yeah,
but I
we'll-
think if
we'll
you just
put it
go
all
onto
on
his
the
Facebook, he's got it on
page,
there as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin
But,
French
it'd
just
be good
wants
to try and set up a separate skydive one. I'll try and sort that out.
Kevin
Yeah.
French just wants to give Mr. Fun a rucksack.
But with bricks in it.
Matty P, BCFC, who works with BHST, the Birmingham Homeless Guys. So can you put a link up? And he'll definitely do the jump.
Yeah, fantastic. Cheers, chaps. I really appreciate
it's
the.
all coming in. It's all coming in
shout out.
already. These lot don't hang around,
Keep
mate.
us updated as well as to how it's going, and every few weeks how far you got, and
Yeah, sure, definitely, yeah.
So we've got till
That's it.
next May, which is a good time for.
This is just it. Yeah, I
Yeah.
thought obviously with all the Christmas parties coming up, you see the family that you never see for donkey's years, so
Yeah.
you can pester them for 10, 15, 20 quid, put it into the kitty, and it all goes obviously towards a really, really, really good
people
cause.
should do that as well more often. So instead of pointless Christmas presents, get
Yeah.
donations
Yeah,
in
that's a
for
good
things
thought.
like
Yeah,
this.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
The company that I'm doing it with is actually a friend, Infinite Skydiving Solutions, I think it is.
Kevin French wants to know if
He's
they're parachute
a world
payments.
record holder, so you're definitely in safe hands. He's worked with David Hay, he's worked for Top Gear,
Right.
so yeah, and he's got a team of skydivers ready to strap on
Very
some
good.
blues
Yeah,
fans
yeah,
and
yeah.
jump out at 13,000 feet. So
Kevin French wants to know if they're parachute payments. Da-da.
Ba-bum.
We'll share this page. Dennis will give £100 if you do it.
I can't do
That's
these.
140 quid coming already.
there you go.
That's 140 quid potentially. Plus, I'm sure we'd get a lot more, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
I'm
out
sure
there.
we would, yeah.
I'm sure there are so many people that want to offer money to see Chris Pugh jump out of an aeroplane. How
I'm
many
sure
thousand
they would,
feet?
yeah.
How many thousand feet, Ad?
Sorry,
How many thousand feet?
13,000 feet.
13,000
Oh,
feet.
that's not-
13,000
That's not too
feet.
bad.
Yeah, I've done a
It's a
couple from
little bit more
13 and
than
one
the
from
bungee
14,
jump,
and a few static line on my own as well. So
Right, okay.
yeah, I'll tell you what, guys, it's the most exhilarating thing you'll ever do, and you'll be
We chucked him
sort
off a
of buzzing
bungee
off
jump
it
last time. We did.
days afterwards. So I can't recommend it more. Honestly,
Robert Doyle's going to offer 140 quid and a bog of rocks. Mm. Yeah, Ray Hobro now 40 quid coming in from me and Tina, Chris. So I don't know. You can refuse this now, mate.
I do.
I don't think he can he?
Okay, there's not a lot of money coming in.
I'll meet him there.
Jez McDonald says Mr. Fun could easily get 500 quid on his own. I believe in you.
Go on then. Believe away.
Dave Twine says Mr. Fun to dive into a giant all-English pie.
With a burnt bottom.
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
it's
with
in
a-
the state
yeah.
of that one, man. That's awful. Awful. Right, okay, so it's Skydive for Annie. Get onto that
Yeah, Skydive for Annie,
Facebook
yeah.
page. I shall certainly add myself to it later, at least.
Yeah.
I won't be doing the jump. I'm far too broken, to be fair.
We can go Facebook Live from there, though. Let me do it.
Yeah, you can do it. You can do your Facebook
Yeah.
Live thing.
What?
There you go. Fast pay on
Pay
the
with all the
Skydive.
donations with my fast pay card.
Yeah.
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 Lindsay Phillips
There we
says
go.
she'll do it. Scared of heights, but happy to face that fear.
Whoa, Lindsay, well done, you, well done. Oh, brilliant. Ah.
Good people. They are good people.
Fabulous.
Benji Smith
Yeah,
says,
so-
I only want to see Mr. Fun doing it because he made me believe Alex Song was coming. Oh, dear. It's like jumping off a bunk
brilliant.
bed on top of another 900 bunk beds.
Yeah.
It's strange, bro. Brilliant stuff. Listen, thanks for...
That's only 59 spaces left then now, then, yeah? We've already taken one up.
Well, the thing is, I can't say yes because it's Chris that has to agree to do it.
I can't.
I've just heard him agree.
There's a
It's
lot of
fine.
money coming. A lot of money. And I know that we could get more.
And I know I'm going to have the bag with the broken strings in it. I can't leave Emily to pay for the mortgage on her own. That would be very nasty.
Nick, can you ask for the Facebook page?
You got insurance?
Yeah, the Facebook page again is
yeah,
Skydive
sure.
for Annie, isn't it?
Yeah, Skydive for Annie, all one word. You can also email skydiveforannie@hotmail.com. That'll come straight through to me as well. And there's a, as I said, there's a website linked to the Facebook page with a
Superb.
contact form on it, and it all comes straight through to me, and I can obviously send out any forms. I can print them off and ship them out to people who can't print them off. So,
Yeah.
Perfect.
the more the merrier. Honestly, it'll
Wonderful,
be a
yeah.
fantastic day.
I'm sure it will. Any idea where you're thinking of doing it at the moment? Or
It's at Hinton on the Green. It's towards Banbury Way, I believe.
Oh, right, okay.
So
Right.
it's not too far, but again, obviously, if we can get enough people, we'll try and get a coach and see what we can do. If we get that much interest, which I'm hoping for, we can all go down as a oneer and have a fantastic day, hopefully.
Jez McDonough's got another 40 quid and a nappy. Right, guys,
brilliant.
so it's Skydive for Annie. If you want to get involved with that, please go onto that Facebook page and get yourself signed up, you heroes. Not for me, I'm afraid. I'm just far too old. I'm far too old. But as I say, I believe.
You're never
I
too old,
believe.
mate, never too old.
Believe me, I am. James Brown, if Mr. Fun does it, I'll put at least another 20 quid in. It's all coming in, Chris. I don't know how you can refuse.
Do you know, I can read. It's crazy how I can read. I can actually do it. I can see it all coming in. It's great to see.
Brilliant.
Taylor says-
just giving page set up then.
I know, yeah, Pete Taylor says, I'll pay towards Mr. Pugh's mortgage if he gets the shoot with the broken strings.
You're so loved, aren't you?
Ray says, Chris Pugh, USA was a bucket list for you, so is a parachute jump. I can tell you now, Ray, that one of them was on my bucket list, and one of them was not necessarily placed on my bucket list.
It's a good cause though, mate. It's a good cause.
It
You
is a
can't deny that
fantastic
one.
cause. Yeah.
Are you going to go and sleep on it and think about it?
Sleep on it.
I'll have to speak to Emily. I will speak to Emily and I will get back to you.
Okay, so we want them then by next Monday night.
Yeah.
Because we want that sponsorship money to fly in.
Fabulous. Really
All right.
appreciate it, chaps.
Well,
Thanks a lot.
Well, we
Did you see
can
the
open
pun
a
there,
book
fly
now.
in? Yeah,
We can open a book now. If it all comes to the worst and I don't make it, who can be the person to replace me on the show? Thierry Henry is currently favourite.
Oh dear, you're making me laugh, mate. Please don't. I think he's going to do it. He's got that little look in his eye, the one that he had when we put him up for the bungee jump.
He's doing a bungee jump, is he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, no, skydiving's much easier than that.
Yeah, what
It's only one way, you don't have to come back up again.
that's true. That is true.
Do you know what?
For sure, you ain't got a choice because you're strapped to somewhere, they just jump anyway. So.
Yeah. Yeah, there's no going back, is there, if they go? Yeah.
Nope.
All right, okay. Listen, dude, thanks ever so much for that.
Where-
Sky-
where-
No, thanks very much for the shout out, guys.
Will I get a
I'll
good view coming down?
sorry?
Where's it taking place? Will I get a good view coming down?
Oh, yeah. You can see Silverstone from there, so it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
That'd be good.
It's worth it. Find out the match day over the Blues.
He's going to sleep on it. At least it's not on no.
It's definitely not on there.
Well, a few weeks ago, he said one of the things I'd never do was a parachute jump. So, but with all the funds that have started,
Can you believe it?
all the funds that have started coming in, and
Technically, boys, a parachute jump is different to a skydive, so
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
there you go.
So,
That's got no excuse.
So technically, I can keep my word, and I will never do a parachute jump.
Technically, you can, yeah.
Yeah.
Nice one.
We'll be in touch in a week or so, let you know the results of Chris's decision once he's spoken to his other half.
Make sure all the finances are in order. Get that will sorted.
Listen, dude, thanks ever so much for calling and being a part of the show.
Brilliant.
Excellent,
Brilliant.
wonderful stuff, and we'll keep on it for
Keep
you.
it on, chaps. Thanks a lot.
See yourself.
Cheers, man.
Take care, bud.
Bye-bye.
As Nike says, just do it.
Yeah.
Richard Fry's asked
Might
what the
have to
link
hand
is.
my resignation out. You know.
Replacements are coming in.
Benji Smith will get Ndoye back from Angers if you die. The link is, it's Facebook, Skydive for Annie, ANNIE, Skydive for Annie. Let's do what we can for this one.
Good stuff.
Brilliant.
Good one.
Brilliant. Brilliant. What a joy these random, out of the blue phone calls are to this show.
No, yeah. Oh well. Adam Wilkes says, in all seriousness, he will do it with you.
Thanks, Adam. Nice one.
I don't know whether he means he'll do it like after
yeah.
he's pushed.
Or
no.
attached to me. Yeah.
Oh no, I don't want to be yet.
No, I think
Dogger comes back into
as much as I'm sure Adam would protect me, I'd rather have someone with a bit of experience.
Well, it's like
being the
Mike
one
Hansen
to
said.
guide
What is
me.
the worst that can happen?
Exactly.
That's a good question.
What's the worst that can
falling
happen?
free fall from
I didn't have
30,000
this bad
feet?
back.
What is the worst that could happen? That is
I didn't have
true.
this bad back.
You'll go down faster than the Villa.
You'll go down faster than that Brentford player, Maupay against
Maupay.
yeah, with Clifton Belgium.
How did he get away with that? When
Do you know? I thought I'm sure I'd read somewhere that that the EFL had implemented something this season where if a red card was rescinded, they could go back and punish the player if they deemed it that he'd got the player sent off. Which, listen, if you've rescinded Clifton Bell's red card, then that certainly suggests that Maupay has got him sent off.
Absolutely.
So yeah, it's a good question.
What a filth! He was at it again the weekend.
Was
he?
he?
Yeah, I watched the Brentford game. He was,
okay.
yeah. They were all. I'll tell you what.
I'm
I
looking
had a
forward
mistake
to him
for
coming back to St Andrews this season.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Should be if the Rotherham manager Paul Warne thought he was he got a bit of stick, then Maupay's got another thing coming, hasn't he? So
Matty BCFC says, Chris, you can do it. If it don't work first time, you won't have to do it again.
that's true. That's very true.
I gotta look on
If
the
at
bright
first
side.
you don't succeed, bad luck.
Does she?
Yeah,
Dean Williams wants to have the smelly flag strap, do you?
yeah.
That's the
That should be that should be the parachute, the
And a
Tilton
cabbage
flag.
under your arm.
Yeah, just launching cabbages from the sky.
Oh, dear me. Yeah, Maupay's a dirty cheat. Shouldn't have played the weekend. Definitely not. Do the EFL have it in for Blues recent events and FFP?
Good question.
Good question, but we couldn't possibly say yes, could we?
I'm not gonna say yes.
No. Right, and Robert Doyle, why are the refs' performances not managed? We've seen some shockers. We certainly have seen some shockers, bud.
Yeah, I didn't think the one on Saturday was too bad. He didn't have many major decisions to make, but yeah, obviously the Brentford one was a bad one.
Competition, mister?
I'm just about to do it now.
Just about to do the
5
competition
minutes,
now. We've got... Right, right at the front end of the show, when we finally got on, due to the technical issues we had with their microphones earlier, and apologies for that, I made quite a blooper. I called Digger Dogger.
You did.
I did. What a sausage I am.
Yeah, I can't deny that.
No. So tonight, your relationship in words is anything to do with anything in a butcher's shop and football. So I'll start you off with Terry Butcher. Terry Butcher.
How did you get that one?
Well, because it's a butcher. And I'm not very clever. And I prefer their comedy to my comedy on this. So anything to do with anything in a butcher's shop that you might find in a butcher's shop versus anything to do with football. Right, okay. Can Chris dress up for the Halloween edition? Right.
Who wants me dressing up?
Sausage Dog, Nick. Saturday's ref was a Premier ref. Keith Stroud, probably why he was better.
Okay, there you
right,
go,
thanks for that, Chris.
Michael Chopra.
Oh, Declan Slice. They're coming in. It don't take them long, does it, eh? Do the EFL have a beef with us?
No.
Oh.
I love this time of the show.
Yeah, I know you do. We've just volunteered you to jump out of an aeroplane at 13,000 feet, and then you've got to
I have to put up with this nonsense.
Frank
now.
Lamb Park. You have to suffer this indignation for the last 10 minutes.
It is desperate.
Paul Scratchings, Gabby, I can't see that one. I really ought to brought my glasses with me. Pork Chopper Harris.
What idea are you getting then?
Do you know what? I've got them in my pocket.
Put the bloody things on
That'd be
then.
good, wouldn't it? Adrian Howell, belated evening. Or belated, we're finished for goodness sake.
Yeah, almost done, yeah.
The Spy and Chop, Chicken Doy, of course.
Well, yeah, obviously Chicken Doy, yeah.
Andy Lego Lamb.
Yeah.
We'll have that one. Jeff Horsemeat. We know that one.
No, we're going nowhere near that again.
Gary Monkfish, very good. Very good.
Monkfish in a butcher's.
Well, sometimes
I
butchers,
don't. No.
butchers
No.
diversify and sell fish.
No.
No, that's
No.
That's your fishmongers.
No. Definitely not.
Sorry about that, poor girl.
Mr. Fun could be mincemeat. Yeah, that's very true.
Yeah. Okay, so it's anything to do with anything you find in a butcher's shop and football into the last few minutes that we go. Tilton Park. Super Six. Did you play this week?
I've no idea.
I'm sure you
I
caught
can't
with 0
remember.
points, you know.
Probably. I probably didn't do it.
Ooh.
I'm slacking on the Super Six. Big time.
Robbie Sausage from Kev French. Morrison's Butchers do fish. Being busy, angry about the club staff. Surprise, surprise. Okay,
Oh,
Karen
do
Brady
tell.
Pie. Barry Fryup, Frank LeBeuf.
Yeah.
Yes, very good one. Steve Orson Carriage. Yeah.
I want Adrian to tell who he's not happy with.
What?
Can you read
Adrian,
He's not happy.
busy being angry about club staff. Surprise, surprise.
Ah.
Come on then.
Robbie Fowler, Pork Hind, Jurgen Chop, Villa Tripe, excellent Robert. Oh, do like that one. Do like that one. Yeah, Adrian, get in touch with the show. We need to know what the situation is. Name and shame, yes, come on.
Any gossip? We need to know it. Any gossip? We need to know.
We do.
Oh, yeah. This is the
That's what the
place
show's about.
Yeah.
Nonsensical gossip about
Absolutely.
club staff. Yeah.
Oh, what have we had tonight? We've had black pies,
Yeah.
fast pay, slow pay, jumping out of aeroplanes.
Yeah.
We've had,
Cheesy chips.
What a show.
cheesy chips.
What
cheesy
a
chips.
show.
£6.40 for cheesy
I
chips.
tell you
Have you
what.
had any football?
I tell you what. It's an absolute disgrace we didn't win that podcast award last year, isn't it?
Pogba and Squeak.
Yeah.
After tonight's show, we're never going to win anything. again.
You got no chance.
Oh, we've had a lot.
Adrian
Adam
Simpson
Wilkes says,
Conway.
bet it's Davo.
Barry Venison.
Oh,
like
yes.
Gotta be the best.
Winner.
Excellent.
Winner.
Gotta be the
Excellent.
best.
Brett
Well done,
Stanley.
Brett Stanley.
Excellent.
An actual genuine footballer. Well done.
Brilliant stuff.
That's more like it.
That's meaty, that one.
So, we're going to go Croatia games on Friday night then.
Yeah.
Monday night, we're going to do a mini 3-part series again, which is the 15 minutes prior, 15 minutes half-time, yes.
You're on holiday again? On holiday again?
No.
You agreed to earlier. He's got to jump out of a chuffing plane at
Who
30,000
says,
feet.
who says he's agreed to it?
Right, okay.
Competition, what's this one for? The shares last week? Okay, thank you.
Because we did 3.
3 programmes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Delhi Adibola.
Delhi what?
Delhi Adibola.
Oh, Delhi, yeah.
Patrick Berger.
The winner is Jez McDonough.
Jez McDonough. There you go, Luke Livermore.
Long time listener, long time watcher.
Long-time
Yeah,
listener.
absolutely.
Yes, yeah.
On-time contributor.
I'll have that one as well. So,
There you go.
well done, Jez.
Stuart Pius.
Hey?
You are struggling there, Robert, I think.
Yeah. And Catherine Berger.
Oh, that's a good one as
Yeah.
well.
I like that one.
Yeah.
I like that one.
That's a genuine
Stuart
one.
Pius. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll get it now. I've seen it.
No, I
written.
don't like
I'll
it.
get it now. I've seen it written.
But I don't want it.
You're a mark tonight, I tell you. You're a grouch. Look at you.
Apparently, we need to get Colin Barlow from. I think he's from K4, isn't he? K5, K2, K9.
K7. What about him?
We
What,
need to
on
get
the
him on the
show?
show. Yeah. Yeah. Why not?
Who said that?
That'd be controversial.
Who's asked
As
for
far-
that?
I don't think he'd be allowed to come on. Actually, would he?
Probably not. No.
No.
David Tongue, Kenny Cunningham, Ken Leake, Jeff Horsfield, Ken Leake, and Steve Cabbage Bruce, aka Meat and Two Veg.
Oh dear.
Steve Bull, Chopper Harris.
Hang on. Have we give Kevin French permission to go off on a cruise to New York?
No.
Not without me. Not without me going as well.
We're not having
Is he
that.
going to? Who's this?
He's going to miss us next week, chaps. I'm off to New York on a cruise, but we'll be thinking of you.
Ah,
Thanks, Bunch.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have many holidays, so
Oh,
You what?
enjoy.
why should he be allowed
Enjoy,
to do that?
Kevin.
Oh, God, it gets my goat, it does.
Okay,
enjoy,
so
enjoy Ellen's Stardust Diner. Go in there.
all right, then here we go. So here's a controversial issue of the night. Well, Brenda and Jeremy were looking forward to going to Villa Park tomorrow to meet Safety Officer with Disabled Supporters organised by Accessi Blues. Today they got called into a meeting at the club, and now they ain't going tomorrow, and said she can't put up the Accessi Blues banner anymore.
Put it up where? At the ground.
Is this Adrian?
Yeah.
You're having a laugh.
No.
This is
On
way,
whose say
way
so?
down in the GM, isn't it, as well?
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
that's GM lower. Where's the Accessi Blues flag being disrupted in the GM lower? What a nonsense!
David
Oh, it's
Hot
West
Dogger,
Midlands.
Terry Venison Gaballs.
It's who?
No, the chap Colin Barlow's from the West Midlands Police. So
Oh, get him in then.
he could come in.
Get him in.
Yeah, wouldn't it be great to find out what you know how the whole policing starts?
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
and finishes.
Do you know what? Yeah, it would actually. Yeah,
Interesting show.
I'm being
I'd bloody
serious
love
with
to know.
What's twice you've said that word tonight?
Sorry, everyone. Sorry.
Oh dear. International break. Some plan when we have. Says Adrian. I can't get that one. Don't get that one. We don't know why they can't put the banner up, Paul, but I think we'll be trying to find out over the next few days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a banner.
Yeah.
Is it really going to hurt anybody?
No.
Really?
No.
As long as
the
it's at the
answer.
front and people can see over the
Yeah.
top of it.
Oh, people
It's
can
not-
see over
it's
the
not-
bottom, top over
It's
it.
not like it's obstructing a safety walkway or an escape route, for instance.
Baffling.
Huh?
Absolutely baffling.
That's a strange one, those.
Well, what can you say? What can you say? Any game, she said she's giving the Accessi Blues banner back, so she can't put up at any game. Joe Hart, Brian Kidney.
Okay, so our people are talking to their people. Ari, Colin Barlow.
Wonderful. And then by next Monday, we will have a decision as to whether Chris Pugh is actually going to jump out of an aeroplane at 13,000 feet, strapped
If I haven't already been killed.
to a professional. Viv Solomon off the
Not
wall.
Adam. No.
Not Adam.
No, not Adam, no.
No. So there you are.
Getting worried about Adam.
What can you say? Almost run out of time.
What can you say?
Bill Shank. Lee.
Oh, I like that one. Ham Shankly.
Very
Ham
clever.
Shankly, yeah.
I think our listeners are getting more and more intelligent. Apart from a couple.
Do you?
Well, apart from a couple.
Oh.
You know, Dennis, Ray,
Yeah.
Adam.
Dennis.
Again, Dennis. Dennis, definitely. You know, but apart from them three. You know what I mean?
Oh, dear me. Dennis has just messaged me. How about an away day with Accessi Blues?
Yeah, we need
There we go.
to do one before the end
We
of the
need to
season.
do an away
Yeah,
day.
We need
yeah.
to do an away day this season. Certainly do, yeah.
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 We need some more pictures of you on the floor.
Oh,
No,
that-
it's been
I
such
would oblige
so long.
immediately. See how quick I make my decisions.
Exactly, yeah.
Huh?
See, he's
Really?
he's
I mean-
willing to do that.
Let's think about it. Mr. Floor
Yeah.
is surely that's the perfect person to be jumping out of a plane.
No,
If you end up on the floor,
No,
then
but he likes-
that's
You like staying on the floor.
Yeah.
Sort of like vertical, staying on, not going up. he's.
But then he will
That's his
eventually
name.
be
His name isn't
on the floor
up in the sky
horizontally.
floor. It's just floor.
Eventually landing on the floor.
I think the people would rather see you do it. The
I'm
people have
almost
spoken.
certain that that's the case, but
Well,
The
can't
people
wait
have
for that
spoken.
one.
The people have spoken.
Oh,
Ham
yeah.
salad ice. We've got beef fahi. I like that one. I like that one.
It's clever.
Dear me. More to it than just about the banner, sadly. Oh, the politics of things, eh? But yes, Dennis, I totally agree. We should get an away day with Excessive Blues. Don't know what the travelling arrangements would be, whether you can get a coach kitted out, can they? Or is there a coach? Or do they go sort of separately in there?
So what's the away games? No, I think they just go.
Just go with the Blues coaches,
Go with
yeah.
Blues, yeah.
Aha, cool. All right, okay. This has been the Tilton Talk Show. It's been a Monday. That's what Mondays are for. Pat says, no, my sister, let's see you both doing it. I'll tell you what, Pat, if you're so brave, now bear in mind, I've had 13 operations on my body to keep it in any kind of shape
I've
or
had
order.
2.
And it's not in very good shape. How about you, as my sister, volunteer? Huh? How about you volunteer? There you go. So why don't you volunteer, Pat Spall? There you go. I'm asking the question. I doubt if I got. Yeah, you know what it's called. Putting it out there. Putting it out there. And I can only imagine Tanya and Peter are laughing right in the background right now. But anyway, great to see them there on Saturday. They're off back to Hong Kong for 4 days on Sunday, and then back off home to New Zealand. So have a safe trip. Great to see her. Great to see you all there yesterday. God, she wants to do it with me as well.
There you go.
Hey!
Can't turn that down.
Down to 57.
Bad luck.
I'll get a sick note. I'll get a sick note. Nick will give Pat a week's wage if she does it.
There you go.
A week's worth of my wage. She's welcome to that. So Excessive Blues were looking at. What's that about the coach?
Put your glasses on.
Excessive Blues go on a blues coach, but we can look at sorting something individual. Super smashing, wonderful. It'd be absolutely brilliant to do that. Oh dear, Chris Brown may be the super sub the week after. What about Mrs. Brown? Where's Trevor Hockey? Hock? You get it?
No.
Yeah, no.
Paul Mintz. Paul Mintz.
Oh, I like that one.
That's
I do
a good
like that
one.
one.
Well
Paul
done,
Mintz.
James
No.
Brown. James Brown. Teddy vegetables.
Stephen Gill. Can I make the
Yeah. Stephen, it's all up to you, mate. Yeah.
Oh well, we've had a laugh again. Never
Make it
mind.
decent, Stephen, for goodness sake.
We'll be in touch with you very shortly about the 3-stage England game once Chris has gone into his lovely wife in a minute and sat there and announced it. So we'll be in touch as to whether we do that. No injury time, Tilton Talk, not tonight, I'm afraid. No. Yeah. Order some more coffins.
Yeah, Dennis, you best get on it.
Yeah, dear me. Yeah, apologies for the delayed start this evening. These things just happen from time to time. Can't help them. As the kind of technologies that we're working with. But hey ho, we got there and we did it all over again. Thanks ever so much for coming, mate. Thanks for making me laugh so much tonight. It's been absolutely superb. Brilliant.
Thank you, pleasure.
And thank you, Mrs. Brown. And from my good self, good night, take care. Safe journey to my brother and his lovely wife on their travels back home. And we'll be back here next Monday to do it all over again. Why do I do this to myself?
James Jobbins, Mark Antoine, fortune cookie.
Oh.
You don't find fortune cookies
never
in
seen a
butchers.
fortune.
Never. You're not having it.
No,
Get out.
Go away.
Support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say?